Alright, so
Hi, I'm Jack,
let's
obviously, and I need your
let's
help.
address
Are you
the
sure we're not
the
still
the
dating?
big piece of news, the biggest piece of news.
Pretty sure, hun. And I can tell
Um,
my ex from a body double. You're not salivating enough. So,
I'll just
Jack
spit it
said
out
you're
for
born.
you, Dylan.
Must have
Warsong
thought it was
Commander.
something awful. No worries, though. It's
What
all in the
about it?
past. What does he need?
We haven't discussed it yet.
Helios doll attacked, jamming
It's a dead card.
really pretty.
At least it will be next week.
You want to find a signal? Then you gotta put transmitters on the echo towers around town. Get up high. Simple triangulation. They'll find the source, then you can shut it down. Thing is, I don't have any transmitters here. But that's
I think
fixable.
the
First, I
Nerf
need
was
you to
too
pick up some
extreme.
moonstones mistakenly confiscated by the customs
Oh no, it doesn't
cartel.
even do
Head over
anything
there and
close
I'll update your echo.
to what it used to.
It'll make sense.
I don't actually think that's important. I think they should have just changed it completely. Like I think changing it completely was fine, but they needed to change it to something that warriors actually needed. Other than like if they were taking away the Warsong Commander from Grim Patron, they needed to add something to a different archetype. And Crip and Crump were saying, you know, it would have been nice if they had given warriors something useful for arena.
That's where you can store items you want to swap between other characters.
Like anything at this point, because most of their cards are garbage in arena. So even with the current text, the current nerf text of giving all charge minions +1, it would have been okay as a 3-mana 3/4 or a 2-mana 2/3, because it would at least give warriors something to play in arena. Given the fact that it's a common and it's a class card, so it's gonna occur. It's gonna pop up very frequently in arena picks, but they didn't do that, and so
I ordered a bunch of transmitters a while back.
it just made them worse in arena. Not much worse.
Keeps trying to use it as a place to accidentally run into me.
But it was an opportunity to help them a little bit in arena, and it missed. And the new card text is garbage also.
Yeah. Well, the odds of getting a Warsong Commander in arena is so low.
No, it isn't.
I've never seen him.
You've never seen anybody pick it because it's bad, but
yeah.
But you know that what the statistics are of getting a common class card? Like it's very possible that like 70, like the statistics on Fiery War Axe, it's in 70% of all decks in arena, like warrior arena decks. It has the same probability as Warsong Commander. It's just that it's picked every time it comes up, and Warsong Commander isn't. So, given that it has such a high probability of showing up, it had the potential of being another Fiery War Axe, a card that it's in 70% of all the decks because it gets picked every single time. They just had to fix it well, and it could have been a big help. Because in arena, obviously they pick Fiery War Axe a lot because it's a good arena card. It's often a 2-for-1, and that's what warriors need. They need cards that can generate value, because their hero power doesn't generate any value or tempo. Their hero power is good for control, for stabilizing, and you can't formulate a control deck in arena reliably. So it's a failed
something's not working. Let's try rebooting.
It's a failed chance at helping the class.
There we go. There's a tower above the mayor.
I think I prefer with the nerf in arena than as it is now.
You think that +1 charge, +1 to charge is more useful than giving charge to minion?
Yeah, because the likelihood of you drawing Archer Commander seems higher, or something with the rush, than actually a 2, 3, or 2, 2.
You realize that the nerfed version of Warsong Commander is actually worse than Raid Leader, which is a basic common card. Instead of giving +1 to all charge minions, it gives +1 to all your minions. Giving +1 to charge minions is actually not that good.
Yeah, no, it's bad, but I think I prefer Warsong as a +1 to charge in arena than just a charge.
Okay, everything looks set up.
I find that hard to see, because you're more likely to have minions with 3 or less attack than charge minions in arena.
Signals coming from a place
so giving charge to other things could actually be useful, but I mean, you would already. Okay, so you can the current Warsong Commander, you could almost put it into any deck in arena. If obviously you don't want it, because there are better options. For 3 mana you could get a Spider Tank, but let's just say your options are bad and you pick Warsong Commander. It can hit like, I don't know, maybe up to 30% of your deck, because every deck has minions with 3 or less attack. But the current state, the current nerf version that they want to impose, it's how many? You'd have to have like more than 3 charge minions in your deck to even begin thinking about adding that card to your draft. And the likelihood of getting 3 charge minions, unless you're purposely picking charge minions for the sake of trying to make use of Warsong Commander, I don't think it just doesn't balance out.
Yeah, no, it's shit either way. That card's never gonna get used.
Something that Ben, did you watch the Ben Brode video?
No, it was a new one.
Well, he made a video and posted it on Hearthstone's channel, talking about the nerf. He's the one that announced the nerf. He said something that I just feel insulted my intelligence. He said, new players won't be able to see the value in this card effect, meaning +1 to charge me.
I know a way out, but I won't.
He said new players will not be able to see the value in this effect.
Yeah, no, totally, of course, I promise. Anything, absolutely anything for you, please.
Do you see any value in that?
I didn't say that. What's up with you?
With the nerf effect?
Yeah, +1 to charge me.
Because if you spill, my son would have
he said new players won't be able to see the value in it. Well, they won't be able to appreciate it because his exact words were, they don't know how good it is. So tell me, how good is that?
Oh, I don't think nobody knows how good it is, because we haven't...
Dylan, come on.
Really used it.
Don't,
but, yeah, I see what you mean.
Don't be a broadster.
It's all gonna work out.
It's like I said, it's almost strictly worse than Raid Leader. The only thing that Warsong Commander has over Raid Leader is 1 health. Other than that, Raid Leader is strictly better. And Raid Leader doesn't really see play. Raid Leader sees play in arena sometimes. Like I will pick a Raid Leader sometime, just because of the type of decks that I draft in arena. They tend to be low mana cost, tempo, swarmy, aggro decks. So Raid Leader is perfectly fine in those decks. I would pick a Raid Leader over a Warsong Commander. The nerfed version of Warsong Commander. So I think Ben Brode insulted our intelligence by saying that. What do you think, Alex?
Yeah, so
I wasn't paying attention.
Sarpedon's troops have taken control of the Eye of Helios. It's a big frickin' laser in the
The
heart of
shitty
the
card.
space
No, that's all we
station.
need to know about it.
Try not to panic.
No,
No
man,
one
we have to
play it.
analyze why.
Blow up BLPS.
It's a shitty card. No one's gonna play it anymore. Like, there's no use for it anymore.
I'm gonna play it because I had an idea for a new deck. If
No, you're
it's
not.
gonna be good, it's probably not gonna be good, but I'll try it.
You're not gonna do that.
I'll let you know how it goes.
You don't have to. You don't have to do this, Dylan.
No, actually, I had a varying deck idea that I wanted to try that I haven't seen anybody try.
You're gonna put a bunch of charge minions in a deck with Varian
Yeah,
and have them come out, and then you charge phase. Wow.
that's right.
Alright, Dylan. Good luck with that.
Have you ever seen that?
I've seen Gromish come out. It's pretty poor. I mean, your idea is not pretty poor, but I think Warsong Commander in that deck is pretty poor. Like, I don't see a problem with like Argent Commander or I don't know, any other good charge minion. There's not that many, but there's some that are worth using.
Oh yeah, Warsong was in my original plans, but now that
Yeah, but
she's getting this Nerf thing, I go try it out.
So what, you would purposely put 3 or less attack minions in your deck just so that you can get the Varian Warsong combo on? That seems a little bit of a stretch.
Well, it's +1 to charge minions, not to 2 and below, is it?
No. I was talking about the current version.
Oh, well, the current version only works with Patreon.
Well, no, I'm just saying because you said you were thinking about it for a while, so I'm assuming that this while was under the pretense of it being in how it was.
Oh, well, no, it was basically just a control rush
Okay,
charge
but,
deck.
But in the case, I see what you're saying, right? Why would you use that even over Stormwind Champion? If you're gonna get it from Varian, Stormwind Champion's better.
No, you just go for burst damage kill, or you clear the entire board.
If Warsong Commander comes out from Varian, wouldn't you rather a Stormwind Champion come out from Varian and give your charge minions a buff?
No, I just want all charge on the board.
But you can't even do it in the same turn, because Varian's 10 mana.
What do you mean?
Varian's 10 mana.
Well, this is assuming you actually draw the charge card. I mean, it's a lot of theories.
Dylan, I'm sorry. I know you haven't tried the deck yet, but I don't think it's very good.
Yeah, well, that's why I need to try it. You can't kill it before it's even out.
I think you're gonna need a lot of juices for that one to work.
Well, it probably won't work at all. Also level up.
Oh, I'm coming, Alex. Alex, you need to say something.
Sorry. Not that big a deal, I know.
Don't hog all the aggro, Athena.
Alright, so something else that Ben Bro talked about was that the current state of the card was limiting the design space of Hearthstone in general. Like, this is one example that he used. He said that Dreadsteed was originally going to come out in Naxxramas, and they were going to make it a neutral card, but they couldn't do that because of Warsong Commander. So he said that they couldn't do that obviously because then you'd be in the situation where your opponent plays Warsong Commander and Dreadsteed and just his literal words were machine gun the board, and I love the imagery of machine gunning Dreadsteeds across the board. That's just
I never even thought of that.
That looks beautiful to me.
But that would only work in an arena?
No. He said that he was gonna. They were originally gonna release the card in Nax Ramus as a neutral card. And Warsong Commander, because of Warsong Commander, they didn't do that. What happened?
I drove into the lava.
Yo, I should have jumped off.
Which, I mean, I'm not knocking the nerf. The nerf needed to happen so that Frothing Berserker didn't smash people's faces anymore. I'm just saying that the actual content of the nerf is not optimal.
But there's a gate right here.
Like the actual text is not
I
optimal.
was fiddling with the controls and got something stuck in them, so the door's not working right now. But you can still get through the side door. Just give them the password.
Speaking of design space, the changes from not having Grim Patron Warrior in the meta, what do you think is going to happen?
It's gonna be all control all the time, baby.
I disagree with that. What do you think, Alex?
I don't know, that's the dragon deck.
That's a maybe. I could see that. Let me explain what a lot of people think is going to happen, right? Pro players like Strife Crow and Trump believe that this is the rise of Secret Paladin, because Secret Paladin was being kept down by Grim Patron. And then Secret Paladin is not good against mid-range Hunter with Flare. So we're gonna see they believe, their prediction is that we're gonna see a meta where those two rise up, and then subsequently, like mid-range, just all paladins in general might become good again. So Control Warrior might not be that good anymore, because Control Warrior has a hard time dealing with 1/1 dudes. So basically, their prediction is that the secret cancer is coming. Do you guys see that? Do you guys not see that?
I don't know.
I'm trying to get to you. I don't know. Okay.
I got it.
So wait, they're saying secret decks are gonna be rampant, or not?
Yeah, because Patron Warrior kept Secret Paladin in check. Well, they kept Paladin in check, period. Because you know, having 1/1s on the board is not a good thing to do against them. With them out of the way, all of the Paladin deck types can come out and play. And go ahead. And in doing so, if all the secret Paladin deck types come out, then mid-range Hunter with Flare will also come out to counter them. And that's where the secret meta is going to start.
Yeah, I guess I can see that.
I just want to say that it's liberating to play in a meta that doesn't have Grim Patron, because I do feel that stifles the metagame a lot. I know that there are a lot of people, like even you, Dylan. I've seen you say you don't think Grim Patron is actually that good. I think that's just because at lower rank, like non-legend ranks, we're seeing inexperienced people play with it. But in the right hands, it's really good. Just like any type of rogue deck or something, it plays just like Miracle deck, and it's the same thing for Miracle. If a below average player plays it, it's probably bad. They're not gonna know when to actually pull off the Miracle, and I feel that the same goes for Grim Patron. It's if you know what you're doing, you're gonna have a really high win rate with it. If you don't know what you're doing, then probably not. But regardless of the win rate, it's just frustrating to play against, and people. It just limits the decks that people can use because of whatever. You know, just because it exists, people stop playing Paladin. Because it exists, people stop playing Sui type decks because they didn't want their 2 attack and 1 attack minions to fuel Grim Patron stuff. So it limits the design space of the game. It limits the meta of the game. And it kind of sucks that they couldn't fix it in a way that kept the deck around but didn't make it cancerous. Because I think that this is Trump's main gripe with the nerf. He's like, they basically killed off a new deck type. Because Grim Patron was a new deck type, and if they just made it so that the Warsong commander didn't have such a bad interaction with the deck, then the deck type would still be around, but it's probably just going to go away forever. We're probably not going to see Grim Patron ever again. So I agree with Trump on that. It's sad that a new deck type had to go, but it had to go so that more new deck types could come about probably in the future.
Yeah. Yeah, I suppose.
The other thing too, I think it was maybe Kripmarian that said this. He was like, BlizzCon is coming up. They want to really push Hearthstone, and they don't want the big stage to just be get in here, get in here, get in here. You know, they want to show people the other facets of Hearthstone, which are minion on minion combat and wiping the board and trying to fight for the board and that type of stuff. So maybe trying to not show that dirty part of Hearthstone at BlizzCon had something to do with their decision. They just didn't want Grim Patron spam on the big screen for everybody to see. Because it's almost embarrassing, you know. Like if you went to BlizzCon and you didn't know anything about Hearthstone, and you know you're just passing by the stage, and every 5 minutes you're passing by the stage, you're hearing "Get in here," or you know, like you'd be like, "This game is fucking stupid."
Yeah. Do you think we'll see another Charge Burst card, but more limited than the Warsong?
I think they're going to be very careful about what they do with Charge in the future. The thing is, they're starting to. Ben Brode says that going forward, they want to be very careful and really test out anything that has the Charge word on it. They're very wary of that because they don't believe that Charge is a fun mechanic because you cannot react to it. They really want to do away with things that you can't react to. So I wouldn't be surprised if there's not many more Charge cards printed. Like maybe like one a set or something. I wouldn't be surprised if that happened.
Yeah, or like limited Charge cards where.
Or like the Charge cards that we have available. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if.
Yeah, not something that charges other things.
Yeah, or I mean, you've seen that in TGT,
Oh, and that
they
guy's-
they
Vault Hunt is still coming,
they
Ridge.
were really
Just
careful
in
about
time.
what they gave charge to. Like, there's the Argent Horse Rider, there's Captain Sky, this pirate one. He only has 4 attack.
Sky Captain
Crag.
Crag.
And there's Ice Howl, which can't hit face, so his 12 attack is just for both. So they were really selective about what they gave charge to, and that's it. Even the other one, the 5 attack one, that one is a joust, so it's not definite. Yeah, they just wanna. They said that going forward, what they're gonna try to limit the most of is direct damage and charge, because you can't react to those things. You have to preemptively like put up taunts and stuff, and they don't think that's a mechanic they want. I mean, they don't think that that's the type of meta that they want in the game.
Yeah, makes sense. Kinda, I guess.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm still fucking getting killed on turn 6.
by what?
Face Hunter.
Oh yeah, man. That's it.
Whole conversation. That's all Alex has to say. He only chimes in for the face hunters. We know where your allegiance is, Alex.
Oh man.
It's with the face.
All about
hunter.
that mage, man. The mage that never loses. That's not a freeze mage. Fucking cancer. They need to stop that shit. They need to stop.
But it's interactive. You
It's so
You can-
boring. You gotta
you
wait
can
like
react to
30
it.
minutes to damn play the game until it's over.
that Ben Brode says that creates epic gameplay.
Yeah. Like, games are supposed to be like 10 minutes. This, like,
It's
it
kind
takes
of
forever.
It's kind of funny how their design philosophy, on one hand, like contradicts the other hand, because the whole point of Hearthstone is that it's supposed to be easy to pick up and quick to play, but it's been everything but that.
And especially, like you said before, they want to have, like, they want to slow it down. And fucking
And Freeze Mage loves
has
that
already
shit.
done
You
that.
already know. They're all about that slow.
Yeah.
Well, it's kind of like they're damned if you don't, damned if you do.
Yeah.
They can't limit themselves to
Level 70.
what? You son of a bitch.
Where is he? Where is he? Pick up Dylan.
Who the hell were those weirdos? Oh, whatever.
Congratulations, sir.
Just turn off the signal.
Thank you.
Oh, I didn't have that boost.
I'd like to thank Alex and Dylan for accompanying me on this this journey to level 70. I'd like to not thank Comcast for their shitty connection. Like to thank the internet for giving us lots of topics to talk about.
Mm.
Let's see.
I found a legendary.
I
It's
saw a skin. Was that usable for by anybody?
The blue one?
no, it
that I
wasn't.
picked up?
It wasn't good for
Yeah.
me. Dylan,
So-
you want the legendary shotgun, Dylan? It's pretty powerful.
Yeah, I'll use it.
I dropped it. It's
Dylan,
right here.
open the chest, because you said you still needed that achievement or something for that.
Oh yeah. Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Alright. I'm going to the chest now. Yeah, so they can't limit themselves. I mean,
Oh, great. It's busted.
I think
Head up
that
to
their
the
problem
rooms
is
and
that
see
they
if the
have a
console
habit of
activated.
just saying like these definitive things, and you can't do that
Get the ancient one.
You can't do that in Hearthstone. You kind of just have to deal with stuff as it becomes a problem. So you can't just say what you're gonna do in going forward. You need to just say, you know what, this was a problem. We're gonna fix it, and then if anybody does anybody want that platter?
You can take it. I took the ancient one.
All these are below my shield, so I can't even be mad at them. I wish they wouldn't have. They're killing deck type. I wish they wouldn't be.
Awesome. Destroy
But
relays. That'll shut
it's
down the
also
freaking signal.
really hard balancing this game out,
Oh yeah.
especially with the simplified rules.
That's the thing. That's what makes it popular. Is the simplified rules.
Yeah, but it also limits them on what they can do, especially with mana crystals.
So one thing that Ben Brode said was that he thinks that the text on Warsong Commander was too complex to begin with. Like, he said for a basic card, it always was just too complex to
Okay, yeah, I get that.
you know, like a basic card should just have like a couple words on it, not a whole fucking paragraph.
Yeah, it was. It was an epic, but in the form of a common.
Yeah, like it requires some reading comprehension to understand what it does, and they don't want that in the basic set. So
Okay, so there is a chance we'll see a more limited form of that card
maybe
as an epic
I wouldn't,
or legendary.
I wouldn't count on it though, just because of the bad experiences they have with the charge.
Yeah, no, that's for sure. Don't kill me! Don't kill me! Don't kill me!
Thank you.
Oh, brought you blood just in time.
Hold on. Leadership.
I wonder if you guys get more XP now that I don't get XP.
No, it's about the same.
We got lights up in Helios. We got security. We got fast travel.